Oh, good. Ready, my piao.
Winston, welcome to my nightmare.
Yeah, look at this. We've got some crowds.
One of our favorite things.
We've got people lining up, queues.
Another one of our favorite things.
Do you have any idea what we're actually doing here?
We are at a sheep farm.
Feeling a bit sheepish.
Yeah, I don't know why you took me here. This is the polar opposite of what ADVChina is supposed to be.
I know.
We're at a freaking cartoon sheep farm.
Yeah.
Standing in lines with mainland tourists and smokers and freaking queuing up.
Yeah. Well, I thought it would be good for you to soak in a little bit of the atmosphere and enjoy what people like to do on holiday in China and Taiwan.
Well, I feel like we should probably talk about something while we do it.
Yeah.
And you know what reminds me of sheep?
Animal cruelty.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, no, that's really rude. Animal cruelty.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the state of animal cruelty in China.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's buy a ticket here.
Okay.
And let's get in, because this is kind of interesting. I have the ticket to the kingdom of sheep.
That is freaking amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Yeah, I'm done. Inside, thank you.
Speak English?
I don't know what she was
I don't
speaking.
know what language that was.
Okay,
what do we got here? Show me.
Well, first of all, the whole point of this place is, and the only reason I know about this is I took my wife here last time.
Right.
And what it is it's basically like an alpine farm thing.
Right.
And there are sheep everywhere.
Okay.
And you can buy like sheep food and feed the sheep.
That is like every day.
By the way,
West.
for all of you guys who want
like a
to
petting
have
zoo.
this adventure, we're going to put the Google Maps link for you, so you can come here.
I gotta get more positive about this. It's
Yeah.
just literally like a petting zoo.
It is a petting zoo.
It is very beautiful up here, I will say that. Like, the setting is outlandishly beautiful.
Yeah.
We're in a tropical country, but there's grasslands and like alpine mountains. One thing I will say about these sheep is they're very not timid.
Well, that's
Very
because
tame.
they're used to being fed all the time.
Right. Usually sheep are kind of dicks.
Yeah.
They're not like a nice animal.
No. Is that a goat or a sheep?
I can't tell the difference anymore now.
Let's start this whole part again. Let's start again. I'm not.
Stop!
This is basically a big sheep farm.
Okay.
And as you can see, watch your step, there are sheep everywhere.
Right.
And basically, people come here to feed the sheep. You can buy this sheep food
Right.
and then, interact with animals.
So it's a freaking petting zoo.
It's like a big petting zoo. Let's go up here so we
Okay.
can get away from the crowds, because I feel like I'm queuing up to feed sheep here.
Yeah, that's not what we came here for.
Now look, this is definitely not ADVChina. This is not what we do, okay?
I was gonna say, I used to I rode by it all the time when I lived here, but I never pulled in because I was like, that does not interest me at all.
No. But you know what? When it comes to interaction with animals, Chinese people don't have a hell of a lot of that.
Right. True. I mean, you wouldn't go to a place to pet sheep or pigs or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That concept doesn't exist. Think about it. What tropical country has sheep?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's gonna be a novelty.
I mean, like, sheep are cute.
Right.
So we're actually going to be talking about animal cruelty, and the reason being that it's actually improving in China a little bit.
Right.
You know, I'm actually friends with a group of animal rights activists, basically.
Right.
But they focus on dogs.
Uh-huh.
It's called No Dogs Left Behind.
Uh-huh.
And they rescue dogs from slaughterhouses in China. You know, that Yulin Dog Festival happens around this time of year.
Right.
And they go and they shut down these slaughterhouses and rescue the dogs. I got some footage. I don't really want to show any of it because it's really disgusting what you see.
Right.
Animal cruelty is off the charts in China.
Right.
Absolutely terrible, disgusting.
The amount of, it's weird because like you think it would be just like at a farm or something like behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But people share videos and they not get off on it, but they love to laugh at it, like cutting off rats' dicks and like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that kind of
boiling
stuff.
animals
boiling
alive.
animals alive, skin them alive. That's like funny to them, I think.
Yeah,
because
it's
power
barbaric.
over animals.
Yeah, it's incredibly barbaric, and the problem is it's so commonplace. You know, also, I had to stop my wife because it's very common in Guangdong for people to like, when you cook seafood like
fish alive,
shrimp and
yeah.
stuff, They'll just skewer it while it's alive and barbecue it, that
Right.
kind of thing. And I had to put a stop to that straight away. I was like,
Right.
no, you don't do that. You kill anything before you, and do it
Right.
humanely before you cook it. You don't cook it alive,
Right.
But it's just normal. It's the way they grow up.
Right.
Now, the whole point is it's actually getting better.
Right.
Like I said, my friends that are doing this, rescuing the dogs and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they are getting the authorities involved. They are shutting these places down,
Right.
properly and legally.
Right.
And
And it's not that dog meat has become illegal. It's that animal cruelty. There are laws, but nobody does anything about it.
Yeah.
Right. That's the issue.
well, I don't know about. I'm not really sure on the laws. Last time I checked, there were no.
There's definitely laws that protect animals in terms of torture and things like that. I think there's a lot of indecency laws that would be under, but it's not like a serious offense.
But you know how I think they're shutting them down is not due to animal cruelty. I think it's because they're running unlicensed butcheries and stuff.
Right, that kind of stuff. They'll find a way, right?
That's how they're doing it. Yeah, because these guys just, in their house, in their backyard or whatever, just chopping up dogs and boiling them and stuff.
I have an interesting little aside.
Yeah.
You talked about your friend.
Yeah.
I've actually changed my opinion about that. So when I first moved to China, I didn't own dogs in America.
Yeah.
So I wasn't super anti-dog meat. And I'll admit I've eaten it before, right?
Yeah.
It's a very common thing to eat. It's so
In
common,
China.
in fact, you can get it literally anywhere.
Yeah.
And
That's
a lot of people,
yeah.
you can go ahead. And
No,
say.
you should continue your story.
Anyway,
No.
I changed my tune because I, in fact, went to the Yulin Dog Meat Festival because I was so curious. The Western media is like, these barbarians, this is the most disgusting thing ever. Then you have like the Chinese defenders that are like, well, it's just a tradition. They're just eating meat, right? That's just a thing that they do every summer. So when I went to go see it, the things I saw, it blew my mind, right? It was what you saw online. It was the rumors. It was the Facebook posts.
Yeah.
And the people were absolutely barbaric about it. It was pretty horrifying. Of course, we met some nice people along the way, but for the most part, the people that were participating in this, not just eating it, but preparing it and stuff, were very heartless folk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I've changed my tune about that out of principle, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, tell me about dog meat availability.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I got to say that although I've been offered dog meat, a lot, I've never eaten dog meat
Right.
because I've always had a very strong stance against it. Now, having owned dogs my entire life, for me, I just wouldn't do it. I do buy the argument that it's just meat, and I'm for if they humanely kill them.
If it was
bolt,
raised for
bolt
meat,
gun
right,
to the head,
right.
Whatever.
That's not
But
how it is.
they boil them alive, they skin them alive, they torture them to death because they think it tastes better.
Right.
And tenderizes the meat. Anyway, I did a video about dog meat, right?
Right.
And this video that I made was quite neutral. I didn't lay into anyone. I just put out the facts. But I got so much blowback from Chinese people saying, I've never seen dog meat in my life.
Right, it's a rumor.
I live in this city. I live in that. I've never seen a dog meat restaurant. You're talking nonsense. You know what? You're talking nonsense. Just because you don't open your eyes and explore your city doesn't mean it's not there.
It's in every city.
We saw them in Shanghai, in Beijing, in the capitals. You can find them.
In the center.
Yeah. What you do is you open up Baidu Maps and you search for Go Ro Dian, which
Right.
means dog meat, restaurant, and you'll find any city anywhere in China, you will find them.
Right.
That's the thing.
Now, to kind of counter that, Taiwan would be the example of a place that's China, right?
Yeah.
Chinese people, but completely protects and respects animal rights, right?
Yeah.
So China is definitely like ways from this. Look at
Yeah.
this. I mean, this is a farm where you go and love sheep. Right?
Yeah, you
I
love
shouldn't
sheep.
say love sheep.
You feed the sheep, you pet the sheep.
But people are coming. Look, these
Yeah.
people are lining up to go touch a sheep for the first time, right?
Yeah, take photos with the sheep and
Whereas
Yeah.
in China, you have places at zoos where you can pay 25 RMB to incinerate a cat.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like when they crack down on stray animals. So
Or you throw rocks at them and stuff, or
Right.
beer bottles or whatever.
rip the legs off frogs and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eat live animals. Anyway, the point is, it is getting better. It is.
Yeah.
Why don't we walk a little bit? It
Yeah.
is getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
In that young people don't.
Young people.
Young people don't. Young people don't have the same barbarism or barbaristic. I
Yeah.
almost said barbaristic. That doesn't make sense.
Look at this reggae
Barbaric.
sheep.
It's like flopping around.
floppy.
It reminds me of that game, like Goat Simulator.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got like floppy doll physics.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the young people are not barbaric. They know that animals probably feel pain, right? Unlike
Yeah.
their parents' generation.
Yeah.
So it is getting better, and it's super interesting to see that.
Correct. So I think we can basically say it's a positive thing, but I want us to have a little bit of fun here. I don't want us to end on a sort of a sour note.
Sure.
First of all, it is positive that it's getting better.
You gonna make me eat that?
No, but they serve sheep milk here.
All right, let's try
And
it.
since you're called sea milk, I think you got to try sheep
Let's
milk.
go try sheep milk because I'm lactose intolerant. That's a freaking great idea.
I think it's a fantastic idea. I can't wait for you to
I'll
try
have a
it.
little bit.
It's nice and cold. Give it a shot.
My stomach's churning. I really don't like milk.
You're gonna love this then. Go for it. What?
Dude.
Why is this? Hang on, we gotta do that again.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No.
Come on, let's down the hatch. You want more sheep milk?
Do you know what that tastes like? It's like salty milk, which sounds really bad, by the way. It tastes like if you put salt in milk, and then you frickin' boiled sheep or mutton in it. Like a hot pot.
it actually does have that muttony
It
taste.
tastes like a sheep hot pot. That is vile. That is, it's vile. It's vile.
It's the aftertaste that gets
It
you.
is. But it's salt. You taste the salt, right?
Yeah. Don't forget, every single Monday, ADVChina, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click here for another video. And of course, on Wednesdays, we have Lao 86 at the same time. And on Friday, in time for a beer, SerpentZA.